More than 20,000 years ago, much of the world was locked in ice. Massive glaciers stretched across entire continents, temperatures dropped far below freezing, and survival became a daily battle. Yet somehow ancient humans managed to live, hunt, and raise families in one of the harshest environments Earth has ever seen. Without modern homes, heaters, or warm clothing factories, they relied on intelligence, teamwork, and remarkable adaptability. Their first line of defense against the brutal cold was shelter. Many groups lived inside caves, where thick stone walls blocked freezing winds and helped retain heat from their fires. Fire was more than comfort, it was life itself. It provided warmth, light, protection from predators, and a place for families to gather. Food was equally important. Ancient hunters tracked giant animals, such as woolly mammoths and woolly rhinoceroses, across frozen landscapes. A successful hunt could feed an entire group for weeks. Nothing was wasted. Meat became food, bones became tools, and animal hides were transformed into warm clothing. Using bone needles, people carefully stitched together layers of fur to create garments, capable of protecting them from deadly temperatures. Every day required planning, skill, and courage. As blizzards raged outside, families depended on one another to survive another freezing night in the Ice Age. Surviving the Ice Age required much more than hunting. Ancient people had to think ahead and prepare for the long, deadly winters. Firewood was one of the most valuable resources. Families spent countless hours gathering and storing wood, because a single cold night without fire could be fatal. They also became skilled toolmakers, creating sharp stone blades, scrapers, and spear points that made survival easier. Knowledge was passed from one generation to the next. Elders taught young hunters how to track animals, read the weather, and recognize danger before it arrived. Reindeer became an especially important source of food. These animals migrated across vast distances, and many human groups followed them. When a hunt succeeded, meat was carefully preserved using the natural freezing temperatures. In many ways, the Ice Age itself became a giant freezer. Food could remain edible for long periods, helping families survive times when hunting was difficult. But winter storms remained a constant threat. Powerful blizzards could appear suddenly, reducing visibility and trapping people inside their shelters for days. To prepare, tribes strengthened their homes, secured food supplies, and stayed close together. During these harsh storms, storytelling became an important part of life. Around the fire, elders shared knowledge, experiences, and traditions that helped future generations survive. In a world of ice and snow, cooperation was often the difference between life and death. The people of the Ice Age were far more than survivors. They were innovators, explorers, and problem solvers. They learned how to read the land, predict weather changes, follow migrating animals, and build shelters strong enough to withstand brutal winters. Some groups even constructed homes from mammoth bones covered with thick animal hides, creating surprisingly effective protection against the cold. Mobility was often essential. Rather than staying in one place, many communities traveled with the herds they depended on for food. These journeys were long, dangerous, and exhausting, but they allowed people to find new opportunities in a constantly changing environment. Every skill mattered. Hunting, tool-making, clothing production, fire management, and teamwork all played a role in survival. Around their fires, stories preserved knowledge and united communities. Those stories helped teach valuable lessons about the world and the dangers hidden within it. Despite living in conditions that seem almost impossible today, ancient humans adapted and thrived. Their intelligence and determination allowed them to overcome challenges that would test even modern people. The fact that humanity survived the Ice Age is one of the greatest achievements in our history. Every warm home, every modern city, and every person alive today owes something to those resilient men, women, and children who faced the frozen world and refused to give up. Their legacy lives on in all of us, a reminder that human ingenuity can overcome even the harshest conditions nature can create.